Understanding leads to freedom. Understanding of a thing leads one to freedom from that thing. Understanding of the world leads one to the freedom from the world. Understanding leads to freedom. And to live this life, freedom is required. To fly high in the sky of life, our wings have to be free. We cannot be in cage and fly in the sky. We are not able to fly because we have put ourselves in so many different types of cages. We are entangled in the world because we have not understood the world. Whatever you don't understand, you will get entangled in that. And when you are entangled, suffering begins. Suffering comes from entanglement. Suffering comes from being inside the cage of world, the cage of ideology. If you are in cage, you will suffer because you were not born to be in the cage. You were not destined to be inside the cage. You were given the wings, and the sky was made. Why? So that you can open your wings wide and fly. But you have entangled yourself into so many things at so many places. And that's why there is tremendous suffering in your life. Freedom is needed. Only when you are free can you truly live. Only when you are free can you truly sing the song of life. Only when you are free can you know the flair of life. Can you smile? Can you laugh? A belly laughter. Only when you are free can you be perpetually joyful. Freedom is the first and the foremost requirement in order to live a happy life. And freedom will come from understanding. If you are entangled in the world, it means you have not understood the world. And because you have not understood the world, that is why the world is playing tricks on you. The world is befooling you every now and then. And when you are befooled, when you are played with, then you are hurt, then you suffer, then you cry, then you feel cheated, you feel insulted. Understanding is needed if you want to be free. You are stuck in money because you have not yet understood what money is. You are stuck in relationships because you have not yet understood the nature of it. You are stuck in name, fame, popularity, success, power, because you have not yet understood the fragile nature of these things, the fakeness of these things. And because of that, you are suffering immensely. You're crying. When you understand something, then that understanding leads you to the freedom from that thing. Understanding is needed for freedom, and freedom is needed for life. And understanding will come by going deep into life, by paying attention to life, by becoming conscious about the happenings outside and inside, by understanding how human mind works, what is the nature of thought, what is the nature of emotion, how mind behaves, how it plays tricks, how it befools, how it becomes cunning and clever. Understanding means you have to observe at life how fragile things are. What you refer to as big things, how small they are. What you refer to as permanent things, how temporary they are. Whom you call great, how common they are. What you call success, how meaningless it sounds after a point of time. This understanding is important. Understanding of nature of a thing, understanding of the nature of the world, the nature of power, the nature of popularity, the nature of relationship, the nature of your own body, the realization of the fragile nature of all these things. When this understanding comes, then You don't go seeking those temporary, fragile things. You start seeking for something tangible, something complete, something more substantial, something inner, something deeper. And that seeking for something inner, something deeper, turns you inward. It pushes you towards yourself. The understanding of self. That's philosophy. You come to know about who you are and how the world is and how everything else are. Philosophy gives you this understanding. And this understanding gives you the freedom. And that freedom gives you life, ability to live freely. If you do not have freedom, you cannot live freely. Seneca says, to win true freedom, you must be a slave to philosophy. He's stressing on you must be slave. Means you must take interest in philosophy. You must go through it. You must try to know yourself, your own power, your own strength, your own weaknesses, your own abilities. You must have the understanding of self. When you have the understanding of self, then nobody can exploit you. Nobody can put their chains in your legs and hands. Nobody can put you in their cage. Right now, you are sitting in many different kinds of cages. Some built by you and some by society. Because you have underestimated yourself. And this you have done because you do not have understanding of self. When you have the understanding of self, then you come to realize your power, your strength. You come to realize, why are you here? Who are you? You come to realize that you have wings and there is sky and you can fly. This understanding of self is philosophy. And without this understanding of self, without philosophy, you cannot be free. If you do not understand yourself, you will only end up in some cage. Today this cage and tomorrow some other cage. And this cage may sound small and that cage may sound big. But however big the cage is, it is a cage. It cannot become sky. By enlarging the cage, you will only get the illusion of sky. You will see, oh, I have a sky above my head, but there is a cage. Beyond a point, you cannot fly. Understanding of self is important. This is what Seneca is trying to convey. Understand yourself so that nobody can exploit you. Nobody can put you in cage. Nobody can stop you from taking a flight. Nobody can stop you from living the way you want to live. Nobody can stop you from living freely. Win this freedom. This freedom is the most essential thing in order to live a free life. This freedom has to be won by one who wishes to live a true, free, full life. And to win this freedom, Seneca says that one must have the understanding of self. One must be slave to philosophy. One will have to have the understanding of self if one wishes to be free and live a free life. Freedom is the most essential thing to live freely.